Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Julian Merivale, your professor of positive communication. In this video series, I share short stories designed to inspire you to communicate more positively at home and at work. Today, I want to share with you a short story about a research project that has really inspired me over the years. It's called the New Zealand Language at Work Project. And what's really new about this research is what they did is something scholars had never done before. They took 9 different workplaces of different types, from a for-profit to a nonprofit to a state agency, etc. And they decided that they would record every interaction that took place in those workplaces. So they put audio recorders literally everywhere. If you were working for one of those organizations and you were talking to your boss, very likely that interaction was being recorded. Or let's say you were going to the water fountain and having a small interaction with one of your colleagues. That probably was recorded as well. Or let's say you were having a group meeting with all of your colleagues and staff. That meeting was being recorded. What the researchers did is they collected all of that information and they began to analyze what took place in those conversations. And from all of that data, there's one key finding that really came to the forefront. Here's the key finding. What the researchers found is that one of the most important elements for an organizational culture is the small talk that takes place at work. In fact, they found that when people engage in small talk conversations in the workplace, it creates a very positive environment for people to work in. But the more the organization was kind of facing a negative climate, the less likely it was that people were actually engaging in any conversation at all. So one of the little check that we can do for organizational culture is simple: is do people engage in small talk or do they not engage in small talk? And one thing you can think about as a communicator is, what is your capacity and ability to engage with other people? Because small talk conversations seem easy, right? It's simple. It's asking people about their weekend. It's sharing a little bit about maybe a TV show that you're watching that you really enjoy. Maybe it's checking on your colleague's family and see how the kids are doing, or it's simply talking about the weather. What these researchers found is that those little conversations is what oils the social wheels. This is where relationships get made and built and maintained and created. And obviously, what contributes to our sense of feeling valued, of feeling respected, and more importantly, feeling connected. So, as you engage every day in conversation, just think to yourself, I can do something really easy. Let me engage in a little bit of small talk with other people. And you may notice that as you do this, as you just check in with people about their family or talk about the weather or discuss the game that you watched last night, that's where the life of relationship really is and that you're contributing to it. Thanks so much for listening. I look forward to connecting with you everywhere.